this randomized algorithm. Okay, again, in previous year question papers, if you will see that if some question is to be asked from this topic, randomized algorithm, it was very straightforward. Like, what are the advantages of, like, you can say randomized algorithm, or write down randomized quicksort. क्योंकि जो quicksort randomized है, that is very important. So even I will be doing that. So this topic, again, I'm saying it's do all these topics because it's very easy to attempt the question from these topics. Those would be straightforward. That can't be very tough. Fine. So what do you mean by first the randomized algorithm? So randomized algorithm, this name is based on random numbers. Random, I think you know, random means आपने कोई भी number pick कर लिया, randomly कोई भी number pick करना है. Okay, where those numbers are being used, that would be clear. So if you are taking a simple deterministic algorithm, in those algorithms, what happens that you are just giving the input and you are getting the output. There is no concept of random numbers. Suppose by using quicksort, you want to sort some numbers. So what would be the input? Input can be an array of numbers, array of unsorted or sorted numbers. What is the output? In the output, you are getting an array of sorted numbers, array of sorted. Okay, but in that quicksort, if you remember the quicksort we have already done, in those quicksort algorithms or any other sorting algorithms, we don't give any random numbers. But if this is your randomized algorithms, then with this input you need to give some random numbers also. Okay, now depending upon the application, like if you're using quicksort, the concept, the thing of this random number, whatever this random number is doing, that can be different depending upon the application. Okay, so in case of randomized algorithms, we need to give some random numbers with this input to the algorithm. Okay, so that's why this name is being used, that randomized algorithm. So it can be defined as one that receives, in addition to its input, a stream of random bits that can use in the course of its action for the purpose of making the random choices. Where it is being used, that would be clear once I will take one example. Now, what are the advantages? If you are having, suppose, quicksort algorithm, already you are having deterministic algorithm for that, then why do we need to use a randomized algorithm? Okay. If you're using the randomized algorithm, then I will tell you that the time, in some application, the time complexity will be reduced, or in some another application, you can say that the space complexity will be reduced. Because this topic or all other topics that we have been doing in DA, our main aim is always to reduce the complexity. Okay, our main aim was to reduce the time complexity actually instead of space, because space is not a big problem. But in some algorithms, if they are taking too much space, we need to reduce that one also. Okay. So if suppose you are using the quicksort algorithm, in that case, the time complexity is, if that is your worst case, that is big O of n square. Otherwise, that is big O of n log n. Okay, so big O of n log n is okay. Like average case complexity is big O of n log n, that is fine. But big O of n square is more than this. That means in the worst case, if you are using the simple deterministic algorithm for quicksort, its time complexity is very high. But if I'm using the randomized algorithm for quicksort, then even this will become in the order of big O of n log n. That means this complexity will be reduced. So that you can see is the advantage of using the randomized algorithms, that time and the space complexity of these algorithms would be less as compared to your simple deterministic algorithms. Is it okay? So same thing I have written over here, that original quicksort requires that all the permutations of input elements are equally likely. Okay, like here I will tell you what's the meaning of this later on when I will take one example. So randomized quicksort, if you are not using the simple quicksort, if you are using the randomized quicksort, it will choose some random number to find out the pivot element. Okay, in that case, the complexity of this would be big of n log n in all the cases, in best case, worst case, and the average case. So it won't be big of n square. So that's why we will be using the randomized quicksort instead of using the simple quicksort. Okay, so this is the example of quicksort. So already actually we have done the quicksort algorithm, already we have done the quicksort algorithm. So I'm not going to explain you that how to sort using quicksort because that thing we have already done. But what we do in the simple quicksort algorithm, we take one element as the pivot element. Okay, so usually we select the first element, or you can select the last element as the pivot element, anything. Okay, it can be the first one or it can be the last one. Suppose if it is the first one, what we do, then we start comparing this element from this end. Okay, you compare 44 with 88. Since 88 is greater than 44, you move to the next element. Now, if you're getting some element lesser than 44, you swap these two. 22 will come over here, 44 over here. Then you start comparing your element from this side, and you will stop once you're getting an element greater than 44. So you're getting element, which one? 22 is lesser, 33 lesser, 11 lesser, 55 is greater than. So you swap these two elements. Okay. Next, again, 44 is over here. Again, you will start from this side and then this side. I think you remember that you can take up and down. So once the value up is becoming lesser than or equal to down, you just swap the pivot element with the first element. So when you will do this thing, you'll be having this. Okay, so over here pivot element is at its final position. Pivot element अपनी final position पे आ जाता है, और जो आपकी original array थी, that is being divided into two sub arrays. One sub array is on the left side, another sub array is on the right side, and all the elements in the left array that is lesser than 44 और जो right side पे होंगे, those would be greater than 44. Okay, then I think you remember that कि आपको ये सब अरे या ये इन दोनों में से एक सब अरे लेनी है, फिर से अप्लाई करना है, same thing. Okay, so when you will do like this, suppose you are taking the left sub list first. Okay, then placing 22 at its final position, फिर आप 11 ले लेते हो, then 33, 40. Similarly for the right side. So in last, you will be getting your sorted sub list. Okay, and this algorithm, this is a simple algorithm, and this algorithm we have already done. Suppose if you have to write down in exam, please you can use the previous algorithm that we have already done in data structure. Okay, I will tell you just the basic thing. What is A? A is the array. What is P? P is the lower bound of the array. जो मैंने यूज किया था algorithm, उसमें LB UB word यूज किया होगा. This is upper bound. If your lower bound is lesser than upper bound, then if you remember, you need to call the partition algorithm. This was the partition. Okay, and then again you will call quicksort algorithm recursively. Suppose आपका ये 44 final position पे आ गया, एक सब अरे होगी लेफ्ट साइड पे, एक सब अरे है राइट साइड पर. जो लेफ्ट सब अरे है, suppose उसकी पोजीशन है अभी, this 44 is at position Q. इसका लोअर बाउंड था P, सो ये अरे हो गई P2 Q -1, क्योंकि हमने 44 नहीं लेना, और ये राइट सब अरे होगी Q +1 to R. Okay, then partition algorithm you need to write down, right? तो यूजुअली व्हाट वी डू, इस एल्गोरिथम के अकॉर्डिंगली उन्होंने पिवट एलिमेंट किसको लिया है? अपर बाउंड वाले एलिमेंट को. जो आपका एलिमेंट लास्ट में होता है, दैट इज योर पिवट, दैट इज योर पिवट. एग्जाम्पल में मैंने फर्स्ट को लिया था, यू कैन टेक द लास्ट एलिमेंट एज अ पिवट एलिमेंट. ओके, एनीथिंग फर्स्ट और लास्ट आई एम सेइंग. But over here now, if these things we have already done in data structure, but I need to repeat those because you won't be able to understand what is the difference between simple and the randomized algorithm. Now, if you are using the simple quicksort algorithm, what is the worst case time complexity? Suppose now I'm giving you this array. Suppose मैंने आपको ये array दी है and I'm telling you sort this using the quicksort. Okay, simple quicksort algorithm. In that case, what will happen? I will select this, or you can say this one as a pivot element. फिर मैं उस pivot element को यहाँ से कंपेयर करना स्टार्ट करूंगी, लेफ्ट साइड से, फिर राइट साइड से, और अल्टीमेटली ये सारी कंपैरिजन करके मैं 12 को उसके फाइनल पोजीशन पे प्लेस करूंगी. When you will do this thing, अब 12 सॉर्टेड थी ऑलरेडी, तो 12 की फाइनल पोजीशन क्या होगी? ये वाली ही होगी. Okay, now in this case, how many elements are there on the right side? No element. और left side पे n-1 elements. अगर स्टार्टिंग में आपके n एलिमेंट्स से, तो यहाँ पर n-1 होंगे. फिर से आप क्या करोगे? 9 को पिवट एलिमेंट लोगे, अगेन उसे फाइनल पोजीशन पे प्लेस करोगे, बट अगेन 9 वुड बी एट इट्स फाइनल पोजीशन. फिर इसकी लेफ्ट साइड पे कोई, राइट साइड पे कोई एलिमेंट नहीं होगा, बट लेफ्ट पे कितने एलिमेंट्स होंगे? n-2. That means if you will write down the recursive function to find out its time complexity, it will be like you can say tn-1 plus, आप ये चाहे रहने दो, plus big O of n. ये ऑलरेडी हम कर चुके हैं. आप इसको सॉल्व करोगे तो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कितनी आ गई? बिग O of n स्क्वायर, बिग O of n स्क्वायर. सो जब भी आपको डिफरेंस बताना है रैंडमाइज्ड क्विकसॉर्ट और सिंपल क्विकसॉर्ट में, दिस वर्स्ट केस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, सो इन वर्स्ट केस, what is the time complexity of simple quicksort algorithm? That is big O of n square. और वो कब होगी? जब आपकी अरे ऑलरेडी सॉर्टेड है, इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में या डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में, इट कैन बी एनी ऑर्डर. फाइन. And what is the average case complexity of simple quicksort algorithm? That is your big O of, और बेस्ट केस की ले लो या वर्स्ट केस की ले लो, that will be big O of n log n. Even you can write down the average case, that is big O of n log n. Okay. Next, now I will tell you the randomized quicksort. Any doubt so far first? Okay. एक और चीज मैं बता देती हूँ, बेस्ट केस कब होता है? अगर आपको याद हो, मैंने आपको बताया था बेस्ट केस होता है जब आपने जो एलिमेंट प्लेस करना है, सपोज आपने फर्स्ट पिवट एलिमेंट को प्लेस कर दिया, सपोज दिस इज 44. ओके, दिस इज एट इट्स फाइनल पोजीशन. बेस्ट केस इज व्हेन द साइज ऑफ इट्स लेफ्ट एज वेल एज द राइट सब अरे इज इक्वल. सपोज ये भी n/2 है and this is also almost n/2. Okay, in that case, time complexity of n elements would become 2tn/2 because you have to sort this also and this also. Suppose a time complexity of this, sorry, beta, 1 minute. Student, just wait for 2-3 minutes, okay? Yes, but in case of best case, like over here, what would be the time complexity of these n by 2? And here also the time complexity will be t n by 2. That means it will become 2t n by 2 plus big of n. So it is big of n log n, right? Next, we are having randomized quicksort. So what do you mean by the randomized quicksort now? What we will do, instead of selecting the first element or the last element as a pivot, what we will do now, we will use any random number and we will swap that with the first or the last one. Let me take one example. Suppose you are having these elements that you have to sort. 1 minute better, sorry, 1 minute.